I think we're ready to start Quest 9 of Kingdom of Algorithmia. Part 1, this is called Sparkling Bugs. Still love that woodcut. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Catapult of some kind? Although this looks like it's in the way of the arm of the catapult somehow. Okay, I'm not gonna. All right. Part 1. The sun has just set, so the city dwellers are also heading for a well-deserved rest. You're just returning home when suddenly you notice a very bright shooting star, except the star isn't falling out, but rising upwards. Upon reaching the highest point possible, the star splits into dozens, maybe even hundreds of smaller stars, each flying in a different direction until they vanish. Oh, fireworks? Is that what these are? I see. After a while, another shooting star appears, followed by another and another. You manage to pinpoint the origin. It's the headquarters of the pyromancers near the market. You wonder where these bursts are coming from. Curiosity takes you to the source of the light. The closer you get to the building, the brighter your surroundings become. It seems the mysterious objects are shining on the ground and are being launched into the sky by a trebuchet. Oh. Yeah, that's not a trebuchet. That's fine. You manage to squeeze through a crowd of onlookers and see a pyromancer in a slightly singed apron loading glowing spheres into the trebuchet, which soon soar high into the air to burst into tiny sparks. What a spectacle. The pyromancer is very eager to explain how it works. It turns out the spheres are loaded with beetles. Each beetle has numerous tiny dots made of sparkling substance on its shell. When the sparkle ball, as the pyromancer calls it, reaches the highest point, it breaks apart, releasing the beetles, which, by rapidly fluttering their wings, scatter the glowing powder in all directions. To achieve the desired brightness effect, you simply need to apply the right number of dots to the beetles, gather them into the spark ball, and launch them into the air. The pyromancer even has special stamps prepared that can apply several dots at once, but each beetle can only be stamped once. There are 4 available stamps with the following numbers of dots, 1, 3, 5, and 10. It would be good to devise a way to stamp the beetles in such a way to use as few of them as possible for the desired brightness, in order to preserve some precious insects for future spectacles. Unfortunately, no one has come up with an efficient method yet, so the stamping process has become disorganized and inefficient. Of course, you step up to solve the problem. The pyromancer hands you a list of what is needed to be prepared for your next showcase, your notes. Example based on the following notes. 2, 4, 7, 16. Your notes is a list of spark balls, or to be more precise, a list of brightnesses you want to achieve. You have to calculate the minimum number of beetles you need to stamp for each ball and then sum them up to get the total number of beetles needed for the whole list. Oh, okay. All right. I am along for the ride here. We know how to solve this. We solved this in LeetCode a long time ago on stream. This is just basically coins, right? This is the coin. You have coins of value 1, 3, 5, and 10, and you want to see if you can make up what's the minimum number of coins you need to make up the values. So let's go take a quick peek here under my LeetCode stuff, which is under LeetLib. That way I don't have to write the code twice. Basically, the way it works is you create an array and you work your way backwards in the array, trying to fill in the minimum values for each, and each element of the array represents a value, and you're trying to calculate how many coins it takes, the minimum number of coins it takes to make up a given value. Where is this? I'll just search for coin change right there. So what we can do, actually, would be generally useful in Advent of Code. So why don't we stick this in our Advent of Code library? We can actually just move this whole thing. We'll rename it. Coin change. Okay, yeah, and we'll rename it and we'll work it so it's not all just on I32s. What we could do is just make it a generic type that can that supports, I guess it'll be support less than or equal to. The other thing we can do here, I'm just looking at it. Instead of vec of I32, we can make it a vec of options, because there's some that are nuns, and it looks like I just use I32 max for that. And then at the end, if we can't make the value, right, because there's some sets of values you can't make with a given set of coins, right? If you have only even coins, you can't make an odd value, for example. That's one really easy example to think of. So I have returning -1. It should probably just return an option, none or some change amount as usize. It looks like I tried to implement it 2 different ways. And then I have a bunch of tests. So let's move this into the Advent of Code library. What I could do is, and that way we'll have access to it here, right? Up all the way, AOC, right? Crates, and then AOC lib. Down in here, let's go over here. AOC, crates, AOC lib, bacon test. There should be tests on my, I have a few tests for the library. Okay. So what we can do is grab the raw, and then we'll rework this. What do we want to call it? We'll put it in a new file, maybe. Yeah, why not? Let's just call it coins. Looks like I just stick it here as a mod. Coins, okay, pub use coins, SAR. Right, let's create it. Let's jump to it and copy it in. Right, so this part is not necessary because that was part of the leak code. So let's make this pub struct. Let's make this a pub function and a pub min coins. Let's get rid of the alternate solution. There's no reason to have that, right? And then we can, if I save this, this should fail because I forgot to put a space here. Oh, and I got function and pub backwards. FN, there we go. Oh, right. So here now what we need to do is rework these tests. So we want to say coin change new. Instead of search solution, we'll just say like this, let cc equals coin change, like that. And then we'll say min coins here, cc min coins. Oh, got what it was, 6249, okay. Cc min coins, that. Something is wrong, this, there. All right, so we just need to do that for all the tests. Oh, this should be the word new. Expected 1 argument, found 2. Oh, yeah, there is the second one right there. Okay. And we don't need to make this a vec. Why is this a vec? This should just be a reference to a... Yeah, okay. So now we just need to do the same change, that same change for the remaining ones. Let cc equals coin change new. That. Let cc equals coin change new. Like that. All right, and now we need to fix this here. Just make it like that, and we can do that here. This is 3, and this is that, and then we'll change all these to just be references. There we go. And then this is just assert 20 of, I'm trying to figure out the easiest way to do this, and I can't. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess we could do like that, and then just say cc.new open paren. Not new. Oops. Yeah, this isn't working. Okay. CC dot coin change or min coins. There we go. Min coins. I forgot this one. Yeah, okay. So that's been reworked. Let's see if we can rework it to be generic over type T. And then what we can do is we'll have to add a few where clauses. And where do we stick the wheres? T. And right for now, I'll keep this as, oh, I don't know if T max is going to work. So we might have to switch it over to options right away. I don't know if there is a impl T point. I don't know if there is a generic type that allows for a max. Okay, it has to be clone. And it has to be able to compare to 0. Standard compare partial equal. Oh, right. That was the other thing, is that how do we define a 0 type? And I think I did that in the Mathemagic one. Where did I do that? Oh, yeah, I did it this way. And I wonder if you can do this as const now. We can do this and see what happens. Mount is 0, and return 0. Right? Does that work? Oh, and yeah, now we have to actually add this as the standard convert from I32. So that needs to be added to this thing here. Plus, can I put where on this? Is that possible? Where T clone? I can. Okay, that'll make it easier to do. Then it won't standard convert from I32. And then we have to add compare. Oh, partial equal. And what we'll do is I'll use import instead of what's its, because I think it'll be easier to read that way. What do we have here? Oh yeah, max. So this is where we're going to make these options. So this is a vec of option of T, and then make this instead of T max. This will just be a none. Oops. And this will return an option of T. So, okay. Oh, right. So we can't do that. Okay, so in order to convert this to vec option T, we can map it into that, right? We can say coins iter map C sum C collect. Method call chain. What? Vec option T. Oh, because it's a reference. Okay. So I have to do a copied, which means I probably have to tell it it's a copy type. Oh, maybe I have to copy it here. Copied. Because otherwise it's mapping the wrong thing into the is not implemented for T. So copy plus clone. All right, that fixes that. A non-primitive cast. What do we have here? A non-primitive cast 32 as, oh, because amount is type T. So we do need to make this a U size. So I do need to also make this. Actually, if this is coins, well, I don't need to do an I32. The only reason I was doing I32 before was to return -1. So we don't need that. Let's change it to U size. And that way we can say amount. Amount is of type T. We can actually cast T into U size. right? And then this becomes zero, sum 0, right? Mount into, oh, doesn't like that. From T is not implemented for integer. If I say usize directly, does that work? No, it doesn't. So you usize from usize or usize from T. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, you can't. So what was it saying? What was it telling me that for? Why is this? Rust Analyzer was panicking. Oh, it's saying comma usize from T. I don't think you could do. Can you do that? I don't think you can because usize is not a thing. Yeah, comma. But you can't. You can tell usize that it's from T. I didn't know you could do that. Interesting. And now we have to add partial ord. Right? Oh, that's interesting. I have to put it on option T. Okay. Plus. Oh, no, no, comma, before I get it wrong. Option T, partial ord. Usize. Actually, I don't want that, right? Yeah, this Rust Analyzer is dying on me. That sounds like it keeps choking on the syntax. I don't want to do it this way, right? I want to say if let some value equals this, and now we can do let change, right? So we can say value is less than I, and values type T and I's type usize. So I wonder if we can do this then, because we can do a 1 here and go from 1 to amount. Let expressions in this position are unstable? I thought we could do let change now. Oh, am I using the wrong addition? Traits with the generic math will still be extremely annoying. Yeah. I'm seeing that. I think I might. CD AOC lib. Yeah, this is 2021 edition. I wonder if I can bring it up to date. If that's going to break all of my AOC stuff. If I do that. Well, let chains work now. Point. Now we don't have any errors. That's bad. I think I broke Rust Analyzer again. Okay, let's cargo test. If I do that, yeah, we have a bunch of problems. Bacon test. If I say cargo build, and if I say source coins. Well, this is going to be a little harder to do with Rust Analyzer being annoying, but we do have TNT, which means we do need to add partial ord to this, right? Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Okay. The trait bound T step is not satisfied. Okay, and it also has to be step. I don't see a step here. If I just say plus step, can I pull that in? Standard iter step. Unstable library feature step trait. Oh no, we're not going to get this. iSchool, which says if you put 2026 in there, you can get features that haven't even been implemented yet. That's a shame that this is the step trait doesn't work. We can work around it. We don't need that, right? We can just say let I is equal to 1. Let mod I equals 1, and then while I is less than or equal to amount, do this. All right, so we can work around that. Oops. course, we need to say increment I plus equals 1. Oh, 1. All right, so we're getting closer. Get rid of that. Maybe there's a range trait somewhere. That would be, yeah, but the range would depend on the step, wouldn't it? Oh, it looks like we're going to need self-coins coin anyway. So let's just say like coin count is equal self-coins coin. This was supposed to be the easy part because I was supposed to just slam it in here and then do part 1 of everybody codes right away. So then we can just say here. So I didn't even need to upgrade it. Coin count. And then this becomes coin count. And then we have to add the sub. Oh, I forgot the semi. Sub trait. Right. That's why I said if let sum. So we could actually just put the value here, right? Yeah. T minus T, we have to add standard op sub. If cur count is not equal to T max, so if cur count is sum, and then we want to make this, oh, yeah, that means that, yeah, we want to get the minimum. So we want to say if let sum current equals cur count, right? And then we can say current here. Wait, where do I have cur count? Oh, cur count is this. Got it. It's an option T. So this needs to become, these are sums, so we can't just call min on it. And why is this still telling me a non-primitive cast here? Nothing, no method named in on option T, right? Oh, did I put the wrong thing in here? Yeah, if cur count is not equal to T, oh, right, this thing here. All right, so we could say if let sum cur count is equal to change of, now I minus value, these are both T's, and I want to say into U size. Can I just do an into there? And then we need to get the current value and reset it. And the reason this worked before is because the min worked, right? So now I can say if let some old value is equal to change of I as U size. Then we're going to set the old value, or we're going to set change I as U size is equal to old value dot min cur count plus 1 sum. Is that the way? I probably should, it probably would have been easier for me to just rewrite it. Yeah, so it's only if we haven't set it yet, then we'll set it to the minimum of whatever's. If we have set it already, then we look for the minimum. If we haven't set it, we ignore it. And then we go here at the end of the for loop and we check. Actually, we can just say this. Now that we're returning an option. But it doesn't like this I as U size. So old value min, oh yeah, so we need to be able to, oh, cur count is unknown? Even though it's T? What is type this? Vec option T. So why is this type unknown? I need add a sign for the I plus equals 1. Yep. Okay. Okay. But I'm still confused by this non-primitive cast. Okay. And I say I into. I can. So I can say I into here as well. So the only problem left now, cannot infer the type. But we know it's type T, right? Because change is a vector option of T. How does it not know the type? Option T. If I even put the type there, it's not going to. Oh, you can't. You can't specify the type in here. That is weird. And on line 48, it's saying I need to make this an into. Okay. All right. Cannot infer type. Why not? We know the type of T. Oh, maybe. Do I have to put this explicitly? We know it though. Vec option T. Now, do you know why I can't infer the value here? Everybody codes. Hello. What the crack is rusting here? Was that alert very loud? I should adjust the volume on it. Let's see if I can figure out how to lower it a little bit here. Yeah, I'll put it down a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm puzzled. Yeah, so right now, everybody codes. I am working on Quest 9, the Beatles and the fireworks and the things. And please, if you're still here, please give my my regards to my compliments to Monica Lipinska for all these wonderful wood carving, all the art that's been going on the site. It's absolutely delightful. Okay, so we got to figure out why it doesn't know the type of old value. What if I just like force it, let ov colon t equals old value? Does it know the type of that? And if I say ov here, no method named min, right? Because we need to add that. Oh, maybe that's why I couldn't figure it out. It needs iterator and ord on the value. Why does it need iterator for min? I understand why ord. Generate trait from impl. What? Multiple mins found. Ah, interesting. Oh, maybe just one or the other? Okay. So maybe it can now infer the type. Let's see if it can infer the type. No, it can't infer the type. Interesting. All right, and now the problem is here. It can't infer the type. Oh, because I forgot to put one. Oh, and now we need addition. Can't add underscore to t. What? Let's convert amount into usize for this. I call it the index or something like that. Let index colon usize equals amount into. That way we can just say one and index. It's going to make it harder to understand the code. Oh, and then this, see, this one worked. This amount into worked. Okay, I guess we can just say, and we can shadow index here. Usize equals semicolon. and then change this. Oops, not delete everything. Index. It wants usize as from T sub TS sub output in order to implement that. Okay. Are we getting closer? Because cur count is T, right? Yeah. We know we can't add. But I put add. I did not put add on here. Plus. Expected type parameter T found associated type. This argument influences the return type of min. Isn't it supposed to? Oh, I have to say the output is T? Oh. Usually, Rust Analyzer doesn't give me such pain. But once in a while. Okay, and now we can't do this. Let's call this first. First. And then let second equals colon usize equals I into. I don't know why Rust is being like this. Oh, and this is first. This is why you don't do variable shadowing. And now we can't do this. Oh, because they all have to be sum. Okay, sum. Let's see if that fixes. Okay, it does. And this should be none. And this should be sum 0. Hey, and they all fail. That's not good. Okay, so we broke the code. Now we have to go through this and figure out why it's not working. Wonderful. What did I get wrong? Our first thing is if mount to 0, return 0. And that one's working. We set change equal to, we probably don't have to put this in here anymore, but we say everything is none, 1 plus the amount, right? Index is the amount as usize. We don't actually have to say as usize anymore, right? Unnecessary parentheses around that. Okay. Okay, very good. The start one is 0. And we're going to go from 1 to amount. Actually, we could do this now. I is T, but we can make this a U size. So we should be able, because we have index now, we should be able to say for I. Oh, no, because we have to subtract the value from the coins. Okay. While I is less than amount, less than or equal to amount, we loop at all the coins from 0 to the length we have. If the coin, self coins of coin, is less than or equal to I, then we let the current value be our first one, which is going to be I minus self coins of coin. And that's going to be our index into this change array. Then we say if current count is not equal to, is not equal to max, if it's sum, right? Yeah. And we get the old value. Oh. Yeah, so we have it. We need an else here. Oops. That's what we're missing. We just need to set it. Let's change. Otherwise, it's equal to just the cur count plus 1, right? Sum cur count plus 1. 1. And that passes the test. Okay, so that was the problem. All right, so we now have this as part of our advent of code. Check with Clippy. Okay, let's clean up the Clippy warnings, and then we can push this up to GitHub. Line 31 is the first problem. It's saying use of a fallible conversion when infallible one could be used. Is it just recommending I say just into here and not worry about the failure? Okay. How does it know that 0 and 1 fit into T? I guess it just does. Now that was the other thing I wanted to know. Can I make this const? Because this is a const expression. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So Clippy works. Let's rerun the tests. Those all work. Get status. Git add cargo, toml, and source. Git show diff. Is it diff staged? Yeah. Yeah, so I changed it to 2024 and it seems to still work. All my tests still build. Still pass. Clippy doesn't seem to be complaining. So whatever I did for all the other code works fine in 2024 land without any Clippy warnings, which is exciting for me to see. All right, so that's good. Git commit -m added the coin change algorithm from my lib to AOC. Git push. All right, so now that is on at my advent of code library over here. There it is. Yay. Mazik says you probably can, but why would you? Oh, yeah. That's a good point, Mazik. He would not be doing that because he doesn't want to make it like, oh, I stole this puzzle from somewhere else, or even the possibility of an accusation for that. That's a good point. All right, Kingdom of Algorithmia. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's go here. So now I think we're ready. Where's this? One more up. Yeah, everybody codes. Kingdom of Algorithmia, day 9. Oops. Oh, solutions, day 9. Right, and I don't have something running. So now this should be straightforward, right? Let's get my download. 59 bytes. Make their input. Move downloads everybody codes into input. Okay. That's the whole thing. That shouldn't be too hard because now what I can say is let lines equal to AOC lib read lines. Boom. Now let's print them out just to make sure we have everything. Let's switch over here. Run. There we go. Actually, let's quit out of that. We don't want bacon running in the background. And now we just need to pull in the coin change thing, right? So we just say let coins equals AOC lib. Was it coin change new? And what are we giving it? Oh, do we have to? Oh, it's not up to date. It's an old thing. Okay, so maybe I just need to rebuild this here. Cargo build. No, how do I get this to rebuild? That's not a good way to work. Cargo build here. Cargo clean. Cargo build. No. Okay. Oh, do I have to? Maybe it's under the lock. Let's remove that cargo lock. Yeah. Now it said updating Git repository. Okay. I wonder if there's a cargo command that I can issue that will clean that for me. All right, so now we just need to pass in. That's what the reason I was going here was to find out. Oh yeah, it's the coin sizes, which are part of the the data here, right? So we just say ampersand this. Uh-oh. Oh, it's coins, right? Yeah. Really? It's right there. We out of. Oh, it's a private module? I thought I said pub. Oh, yeah, no, that's because have to do it this way. It says consider importing this instead. I did. And now if I clear this as a cargo build, what is it telling me? Oh, it's working. Okay. So this is just, it's just Rust Analyzer being bad. Okay, let's try restarting Rust Analyzer. Nope. All right, well, let's ignore Rust Analyzer. Okay, so part one, println part one is equal to, and we're going to use our lines. Oh, the lines, right. We need numbers. Right, this is a list of numbers, but I think I have a regular numbers. Right? Don't I? Read numbers. Yeah, read numbers. So that's what I want is read numbers. Right, and that way I can just say coins dot min. Oh, there's a bunch of them. So we have to sum them up, right? What's the minimum number of reasons yeah, so we're going to sum them over this. So we're going to say lines dot, let's call them brightnesses. And so we can say brightnesses iter map coins dot min coins of b sum. And what is brightnesses type? Unknown. So we can say vec of usize. Right? Still can't find it. So if I say cargo run here, yeah, typo in this. BRIGHT. Oh, okay. Star B. B can run. Save. And I do have to tell it what type. It's still not happy. Oh, right. And these are all options. So we could say filter map. So we got 13150. Let's see if that's right. I quacked it like a pro. It only took me almost an hour because most of that was figuring out how to get the coin change thing to compile. And I'm still bothered by this fact that Rust Analyzer is unhappy with this. But we got that part done. So Clippy can't find it either. And I did it clean. There we go. So I needed to clean in here as well. Okay, so now Rust Analyzer is happy. I assume. Let's put a syntax error. Yep. Okay. So that's part one. Get status. Get diff. Yeah, so basically I just needed to delete this section of the cargo lock. Git add dot. Right, git commit. Git add cargo lock. Git commit dash m. So let's see. Git commit. This is part one of quest 9. There we go. All right, let's take a look at part 2. Oh, first, before part 2, let's check our progress. As we do. 9 is right there. It looks like we're aiming for the green. And then we have a whole bunch of little green gears. Okay, part 2. The next day, the tournament participants are invited to the headquarters of the Pyromancers. It turns out that the task involves spark balls and devising the most efficient method to utilize the beetles. It seems that the Pyromancer you met the previous evening did not have time to inform his colleagues that you had already solved this problem. Well, good for you. The available stamps have changed to the following. We have a lot more coin stamps. Call them stamps. Since that's the problem. Calls them stamps. Stamps. And then we can do the same thing here. Let stamps is equal to AOC lib coin change. You know what we're doing wrong is we are calling this multiple times and we're recalculating it each time. We could speed it up by saving inside the coin change. I mean, it read fast enough, but there is that optimization we could make to save the results, and then the next time we call it, it'll go faster because we will have solved it most of the way already. All right, let's do brightnesses here. Change part 1 to part 2. Let's download part 2. I assume it's the same, right? Available stamps have changed. The list of spark balls to be constructed is much longer. But we're still doing the same thing, right? It's the same problem. Minimum number of beetles. Okay. Which means we can just grab this. And maybe this optimization will be important here. Right? Move downloads, everybody codes into input. We run. No? Though this seems wrong, doesn't it? Did I do something wrong? Because it's if the list is longer, it's 500 bytes long. But we have more coins, so maybe that's right. We need fewer coins overall. Quack, yeah, you're crushing it. All right. That took me 4 minutes to do part 2. Clippy is okay. Get status. Commit -am part 2. All right. What's part 3?